Hi, I'm Hannah Streggy, chair and members of the committee. Before I had a heartbeat in a womb, before I had a birth certificate, before I had a name, I had an inventory number. For 2 years and 9 months, I existed in a frozen canister of liquid nitrogen. My legal status was not child, it was property. My name is Hannah Streggy, and I'm 27 years old, and I'm a licensed social worker, and to my knowledge, the first adopted frozen embryo in the world. When my parents adopted me and my 19 siblings, we had already existed for nearly 3 years. Not in a nursery, not in a home, not in storage, biologically human, yet treated under property law. There are federally protected animal species in this country whose embryos' eggs receive explicit legal safeguards. Bald eagle embryos are protected, certain turtle eggs are protected, yet human embryos, children like I once was, may be bought, sold, abandoned, or destroyed. In many jurisdictions, they are handled through property law frameworks. I stand before you as someone who once lived under that classification. I earned my master's in social work from Baylor University. I have practiced as a licensed social worker in Colorado for the past 2 years, and next week I sit for my LCSW exam. I speak to you not only as someone personally affected by this issue, but as a mental health professional who understands identity formation, attachment, and the long-term psychological impact of how society defines human worth. There are an estimated 1.5 million frozen embryos currently in storage nationally today. Many are here in Missouri. They do not have a voice, but I do. Please look at the photographs provided. The first image shows me and two of my siblings on the day we were thawed. The second shows us the following day as we advanced in development in the laboratory. At that stage, called compaction, the cells reorganize and a fluid-filled cavity starts to form. We were not theoretical. We were not potential. We were living human organisms at an early stage of development. The final photograph is my graduation from Baylor University. Same human being, different stage of development. The only difference between those images is time. As someone created through IVF, I have seen the legal consequences of classifying embryos as property. In a recent divorce dispute, a couple disagreed over the disposition of the remaining frozen embryos. The matter was initially handled within a property division framework. One party was ultimately granted decision-making authority over those embryos. When human beings are categorized as property, custody disputes can become property disputes. That distinction carries profound ethical and legal consequences. I founded Wonderfully Made Adoption Services International to provide counseling and consulting for individuals conceived through IVF and for families navigating embryo adoption. My parents modeled something powerful: transparency, openness, and the decision to treat embryos as children from the very beginning.
While your time has expired, I'll give you a couple seconds to wrap up.
We have an open adoption with my genetic family. We were treated as sons and daughters, not inventory, and I think that distinction matters, especially here today. Thank you for your time.